Hey guys, as you probably know, the new series of American Horror Story started this week, Freak Show. So what I thought I'd do for Halloween is create a tutorial on one of the promo pictures. I've already filled in my eyebrows for this look, so if you want to see a tutorial, just click the link here. Taking any makeup sponge and some white face paint, what I'm going to do is create a thin layer all over my face as a base. The sponge that I'm using is only a little damp so that it creates a thin layer rather than a full coverage layer of face paint. It's up to you though, you can go more full coverage if you want. If you don't have face paint, you can always use a really pale foundation or something similar. For anyone interested, the face paint that I'm using is by Snazaroo, so it's just a simple Halloween store face paint you can buy anywhere. So once you're pretty much looking like a ghost, then take a dark brown eyeshadow, this one's by Illamasqua, it's called Wolf, on a pencil brush and just start to blend that underneath your lower lash line. You'll notice that for this look, one eye is full out smokes and the other one is a winged liner look, so only do this on one eye. Then just line up a bit of tape directly underneath that eyeshadow that you've just applied. In my crease I'm going in with Tease by Urban Decay. This is just going to act as a transition colour. I'm using window wiper motions across the way, and near the edge I'm going using small circles to properly blend that out. As there's less product on the brush, I'm then just moving the brush upwards towards my brow, and that will give you a nice blended gradient effect. On the other side I'm doing something similar, except I'm just concentrating on the outer half of the eye. Because this is going to be a winged liner look, all I'm doing is adding some slight definition rather than full out smoking the eye out. On the other eye that you're doing the full smokes on, I'm taking that dark brown Illamasqua eyeshadow and I'm going in the crease and just slightly lower than the crease. This is going to create a gradient effect and eventually it will go right down to the black colour on the actual lid. So just blend that in slightly below the crease, and then taking the brush you used originally for the transition colour, you can go over the top of the edges just to smooth it out. Then taking a black eyeshadow, this one's Blackout by Urban Decay, I'm using a flat brush and I'm just packing that onto the lid area. I'm using packing motions because this gets more colour on the lid. And once I've packed enough colour on there, I'm going to use the brush I was using for the dark brown and go over the edges just to blend that in with the brown. Just keep packing the black eyeshadow on until you've built up a colour that suits the look for you. Taking a little bit of that black eyeshadow on a pencil brush, just sweep it under the lash line just to tie the whole look together. Go ahead and peel the tape off. Now for the winged liner look, I'm taking a black gel liner by Maybelline on an eyeliner brush and I'm sweeping directly from the tape right down in a straight line towards the middle of the eye, and then just fill in the gaps on this part of the liner. Then when there's less product on the brush, go in and join up the liner from the middle to the inner corner of the eye. You can just take the liner right over the tape because once you peel it back you're going to have a nice sharp edge anyway. Here I'm just softening the liner with a blending brush, this is totally optional. Then go in with a black kohl liner, any eyeliner will do on a pencil, and I'm just lining the waterline on both eyes. Now with black face paint on a thin brush, I'm creating the upside down triangle. This is pretty easy to do. Just take it down to a point from each corner of the eye and then go ahead and fill the inside of it until it's totally black. Then with the same black face paint and a small brush, just create a small teardrop shape below the triangle that you've just done. Then I'm taking some red face paint on a concealer brush and I'm just creating a small red circle on the tip of the nose to create that clown nose effect. Then using a bit of white face paint on a small brush, I'm just adding a bit of highlight to the top of that and then blending down with the brush I was using before. This will give the effect that there's some reflection or shine on the nose. Here I'm taking the tiniest bit of black eyeshadow on a small brush and I'm just going round the edges with that just to give it some definition and look like it's more 3D. Then what you want to do is line your top lip alone. I'm using a bright red lip liner, this is Cherry by MAC, and only fill in your top lip. The reason I'm using a lip liner is because it's really matte and quite dry, so it's less likely to transfer onto your bottom lip, which you don't want. Then you're going to fill in a really small portion of your bottom lip. You'll see what I mean here. It's just going to be in the centre and you're just going to bring it round in a sort of semicircle shape, leaving the outsides totally blank. Then, similar to what you did with the nose, take a bit of white face paint on a small brush and you're going to put it in the centre of the bottom lip to create that kind of highlighted effect. Now I'm drawing on the smile-like lines with some black face paint and a small liner brush. Just take it from the corner of your mouth and just bring it out where the natural line would be, if that was possible. Then do the exact same on the other sides. And once you've drawn those lines on, I'm just going to blend inwards so it joins up with the lipstick on the top lip. You'll see what I mean here. Now I'm going to contour quite heavily underneath the cheekbones, similar to that of the way a skull would be contoured. I'm going quite heavy just because it's a dramatic look, but you don't have to do this is totally optional. Then I've put some red face paint on a small fan brush and I'm just dabbing that on to the eye with the smoky eye look on it. It's just going to create some blood spatter effects. I'm just using a fan brush, but normally I would use a stipple sponge or even an old toothbrush. Just flick some face paint and it'll give you that spattered effect. It's up to you what you use. Now I'm taking some fake blood on a cotton bud and I'm just putting it under that same eye and trying to create some teardrop running type effects. Usually if the blood you're using is runny, you can just set it on and move your face backwards and it will naturally run and give you a realistic effect. Since the blood is quite bright red, I'm just adding some black face paint on a cotton bud just to darken it up near the eye. Then to give some more drama, I'm just going to be adding some lashes. These are by K-Mac Studios and the style is Kimberly. And that's the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos. Remember you can follow me on my Instagram page at shlemonade. Oh, and comment below if you have any ideas on what I should do next. See you in the next video.